We continue where we left off, with Ichigo on his knees in Orihime's house. One of his greatest friends has been kidnapped right in front of his eyes by an undoubtedly evil entity that he has never faced before. So of course Ichigo starts looking for clue. Nope, he goes straight to Urahara's place.
Well, maybe I'm putting too much thought into this. It's not like she left any clue. Oh wait! For a moment there I thought Jackie Diaz was a competent writer. Don't worry, I'm better now.
You're telling me she got sucked into a mirror by some creature of unknown origins? The mirror you brought over is just a broken mirror. There's no foreign pressure on it at all. And the creature that you are describing doesn't match anything I've studied in my database. You're saying she looked like a dark and twisted version of Inoue, and that she knew you!
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds rather silly.
So everyone's favorite little ice captain, Hitsugaya, pops forth. Or maybe he was there the entire time. When Diaz doesn't make establishing shots, or can trace when a character appears, well, we're left to simply wonder. So Rukia asks him how he got clearance to come down to Earth, to which Hitsugaya replies, I'm on my downtime.
You know, he just managed to get some time off from saving the world and making sure the living and dead balances is okay. No biggie.
Hitsugaya goes on about how he found out that Orihime might be in a place that does not exist in the physical world, or the spiritual world, or even in Huenomundo.
It's almost like it's shoehorned in there, like the latest episodes of Bleach. Yeah, I said it, someone had to.
Hitsugaya then explains how Mayuri, the evil scientist from Soul Society, has researched everything about the entire situation. One might, with good reason, wonder how the fuck Mayuri learned about this, seeing Ichigo is first telling everyone about this now. And we have had no indication whatsoever that anyone but Ichigo could feel whatever the Dark Orihime is, nor do we ever hear that throughout the entire comic.
But then again, if one wonders that, one would also be forced to assume that Jackie Diaz could write even a pamphlet for Rock Garden.
Well, he found this one particular myth in what he calls Christian mythology.
Oh no.
There is a place, a parallel universe, that can only be seen through mirrors. Mirrors act as a doorway in our world and this one. Judging by what he read, he said that there is no end to this world. But he read that the only things that inhabit this world are souls that couldn't transcend, and also that there's something darker than hollows that lurk there.
Oh, please no!
He said supposedly stronger than anything we have ever faced. In the books, they are called DEMONS! This is happening. This is actually happening. Jackie Diaz is mixing in Christian religion with the Bleach universe. Do I even need to mention how fucking dumb this is? The Christian religion and the Bleach quote-unquote religion are contradicting each other at every fucking turn. So, Renji asks Ichigo what he could feel when he faced off against a demon, and Ichigo says that he could feel an insane spiritual pressure, but the strange thing about it was that he felt the pressure inside of him.
Where fucking else would he feel it? On the outside of his big toe?
Continuing his explanation that you would think he would have brought up earlier, he casually mentioned that he has an inner hollow, and that the Dark Orihime mentioned how he had to become what he feared to reach her. No one bothers asking how that works, or what exactly is up with Ichigo's inner hollow, but instead Hitsugaya, for the 5th time, explains how dangerous going to this demon world will be.
Not even stopping for a moment to think that they may just not be able to get to where Orihime is.
Coming to a more important question, Ichigo. This demon that you spoke to knows your hollow, therefore knows your deepest desires and knows what scares you. It's a possibility it knows what you love the most.
It's also a possibility to simply put 1 punctuation mark and not 3 or 2, Miss Jacqueline.
Aside from the obvious self-righteous impulse for you to be a hero for everyone.
Yeah, how does she know all of this?
Irrelevant! We then see what is supposed to be the reason why Ichigo is willing to go through heaven and hell to save Inoue, which Jackie Diaz simply chalks up as being a debt that he wants to repay, from when Orihime saved his life in Huenomundo, which makes no sense cause he sacrifices everything to save Orihime from that place in the first place. Wait a second.
Oh god, I just realized something.
This entire story cannot happen. No, seriously, it can't.
It's spoiler time!
Ichigo and his friends travel to Mundo to save Orihime, and right after that, a fucking war breaks out in the real world. So much so that the team goes directly from Mundo to the fray of the battle, and in that battle, Ichigo loses his powers entirely till the Fullbringer arc is shoehorned in there. And even then, it's not Ichigo Shinigami powers that comes forth. And it takes place several years later, where the characters' appearances have drastically changed.
But hey, it's not like saving Orihime from Mundo is of big importance to this comic. Oh fucking wait!
So Urahara just happens to remember that he knows a dude who might know more of this whole demon thing.
Huge coincidence!
So they go to say hi to this guy, and Hitsugaya says, "I'm Captain Hitsugaya, and Urahara sent us."
They don't know anything about this guy, and the very first thing Hitsugaya does is saying that he's a Shinigami. Great fucking job! Also,
is it just me, or does it seem like he's gonna betray the fuck out of you?
So the old man finds forth a book saying that this is what they came for, which I highly doubt, seeing that that symbol, according to my research, has nothing to do with Christianity whatsoever. But hey, the old man says, "Now, what I'm about to show you is something that breaks the barriers of any theory that anyone might have as to how we exist in this world.
now, please ignore the fact that you have been fighting after-death creatures for the majority of your teenage years now, and that you are in fact in the presence of two people who aren't from this world either.
Check this fucking shit out!
So the old fart goes on about how many people have killed and fought to get a hold of this book, and therefore the only way to read what is on the pages is smearing its pages with blood. And I swear I got the exact same blood splatter brush in Photoshop. Anyway, shit starts appearing on the pages, which the old fart says, "You have been chosen to know what mankind have yet to discover."
Go on. Say it. Fucking
Huge coincidence!
I am going to tell you what took her. I am going to tell you where she was taken. I am going to also tell you how to get there.
And lastly, I'm going to tell you where that damn TV remote is.
But know this, Ichigo. When you are there, you are far from the world of the living. The place you will be is in the very center of balance of good and evil. Many memories and fears, lives and souls lost into the dark void that is this place. If she is strong, she is still alive. The way into this place is through a mirror, and only creatures that you have seen in her house that night can take you across. Many have called this place Purgatory because it is a plane of existence that is located right in the middle of Earth and Hell. It is called the In-Between.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it!
So once again, Jackie Diaz shows she should be a diplomat or something by writing tons of text that explains fucking nothing. All we get is what we can pretty much figure out on our own. The dark Orihime is Orihime's negative feelings, her inner demons, and the only new thing we are told is that the more human they look, the more powerful they are, and that they grow on human tears, memories, nightmares, and regrets.
And because I'm a total asshole, I wrote down some questions. What if the tears are of joy? What if the memories are good? What if the memories are hazy? What if you remember something wrong? What if the nightmares are lucid dreaming? What if the regret is regretting buying Pepsi instead of Coke? We've hardly covered 10 pages.
Everyone has an inner darkness and demon, but usually it never finds us because most people on Earth cope with their tragedies enough to believe in their inner light and strength. This keeps the demons at bay, and Hell is a very big place reserved for those who covet their inner darkness more than they do their inner light.
It's also a place you can simply whine your way out of.
And the longer you are in the in-between, the closer you slip into Hell itself. Once you are there, all hope is lost and there is no way back.
Please, Remember this little tidbit. This little sentence. Remember it.
Ichigo, from what Urahara told me about you, you carry your inner demon with you, always. When you have met death in your training to obtain its power. I am talking, of course, about your hollow!
Okay, that's it. That's fucking it. I tried my best not to address this, seeing I couldn't find any definitive proof, but they keep referring to Ichigo's inner hollow.
Now, it's been a while since I've watched Bleach or read the manga, but I'm almost certain that it says somewhere that all the Shinigamis draw their powers, or at least have to face their inner hollows. I also don't remember ever seeing or hearing Ichigo telling anyone that he is in more contact with his hollow than others.
And they keep referring to this over and over again like it's basic fucking knowledge. Like, the maker of the comic is Jackie Diaz, not Jamie Cruz. Yeah, you happy? I made a Jamie Cruz joke.
Your hollow and its nature comes from one source, and that is evil.
Hollow Ichigo tells Ichigo that he comes from his most basic instincts, which should be primal, not evil.
So the old fart that still doesn't have a name, even though he seems to be a rather important character at this point, tells them that to have any chance of saving Rukia, they need to let their hollows take over them completely to stand a chance against the demons.
Sucks to be anyone that apparently can't do that. Huh.
And that they have watched them ever since they first knew pain, and Renji, who indirectly has admitted of stalking Ichigo, seems a little butthurt about this. The old fart then says how he has an incantation that will help them summon the demons, and that their Sandpack toes will only be at half strength, while the other half must come from their hearts. And hey, Rukia is here! Even though we only saw Renji, Hitsugaya and Ichigo stepping in, and have only seen them up to this point.
I pray you return. Reach down deep inside yourself and find the light that will bring you back home.
So we clip to Orihime being woken up by Dark Orihime, and why the fuck is she taunting her? I thought she was trying to help her. Nope, instead she just taunts her, then goes back to soothing her, and then goes back to taunting her.
Much like this comic is taunting all literature ever written and all readers who has ever picked up a book. Shit, even an instruction manual for a microwave.
We move on to Renji peering over a field. Rukia comes up behind him and he says, "If there is a god."
In case of horribly managed law, break glass. Okay!
No! Just no, okay? I'm not even gonna touch this one. No! Fuck you, Renji! Fuck you hard! So Rukia confesses her love to Renji in a truly heart-aching scene. Just look at the emotion overflowing from this picture.
I love you. I cannot live without you. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. I love you so much that it almost hurts. I am so deeply in love with you.
So Renji kisses Rukia, and while this is supposed to be heartwarming and all I can think of is this hand. This hand ruins the entire thing because it is placed on top of her shoulder, which would be pulling her down while he's lifting her up.
Oh, what? Another proof that Jackie is a traitor? Nah! That's preposterous! Nah! Jackie Diaz isn't a traitor, nah!
We then move on to Ichigo, and God, please God, tell me he's not going to have a love scene with Hollow Ichigo. Even though I'm pretty sure fangirls would be squealing so hard about that, you could probably break glass with the frequency. As anyone with half a brain can probably assume, Hollow Ichigo is taunting Ichigo about wanting to bone Orihime. I'm so not even kidding. And we then move on to... here it is. So, Karin, Ichigo's little sister, is looking out the window with closed eyes, where Hitsugaya is standing looking in through her window like a total creep. It turns out Karin and Hitsugaya are in a relationship because, you know, fucking Amori. Karin then goes on about how last she saw Hitsugaya, she was 12 years old, and that was 4 years ago.
Which fucks the timeline so hard in the ass that it is practically filing a lawsuit right now.
She goes on about how she's butthurt that she loves Hitsugaya and he only comes back to say he might never come back again, which is understandable. Shit, this might just be the first and only reasonable reaction in this entire Oh wait, she's in his fucking arms on the very next page. And apparently demons, her brother never coming back, and her loved one probably leaving her forever makes Karen super hot, and so on the next 2 pages they are fucking.
Let's do some simple addition. The last time Karen saw Hitsugaya, she was 11, not 12. And that was 4 years ago. Making Karen at this time 15. This is child porn! Talk! For fuck's sake, say something so this is less awkward.
Blowjobs!
That's better? Anyway, that's it for this time. Follow me next time where we finish this horrible abomination. I'll see you guys in the next Webcomic Relief. Take care.
Come back, I'ma be pissed!